The great Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, once wrote, "This is the mark of perfection of character to spend each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, laziness, or any pretending." This isn't just a powerful quote. It's a practical guide to living a truly meaningful life. To understand its depth, let's travel back to ancient Rome and meet a man who lived by this very code. His name was Lucius, a master architect renowned throughout the empire. He was famous not only for his magnificent temples and aqueducts, but for his peculiar way of life. His peers, swept up in the relentless ambition of Rome, were constantly caught in one of two extremes. They were either in a state of frenzied panic, racing against a deadline, or they were lazily postponing any task they found boring. But Lucius was different. He moved with a calm, focused precision that baffled and often annoyed those around him. Imagine him overseeing the foundation stones for the new Senate. How's he worked with the same meticulous care that he used when sketching the initial designs. His young apprentice, Cato, once grew impatient. He asked Lucius why he didn't rush the laborers, especially since the consul himself had demanded the project be accelerated. Lucius just smiled and replied, "Cato, if I were to treat this morning's work as the very last task I would ever undertake, would I rush it? No. I would pour all the quality and attention it deserves into it. A lasting legacy requires enduring effort, not frantic haste. A rushed pillar is a pillar that will fall." This philosophy didn't just apply to his grand projects. Lucius never dismissed or delayed the small, easy tasks either. A minor clerical error, a simple correction to a contract, a visit to an aging supplier, these were things other architects would push off to the next day or the next week. Lucius handled them immediately. His peers would often tease him, saying he wasted his energy on trivial matters when he should be focused on his grand plans. During one such moment, Lucius mused to his chief foreman, "Should I treat a day of life as an endless resource, to be squandered on the belief that tomorrow will forgive my neglect? I knew my work on this earth was to end at sunset. I would ensure that every line drawn, every greeting given, and every duty, great or small, was completed with true, sincere purpose. There is no time for laziness or pretense when the final ledger is about to be closed." Lucius didn't make a show of his wisdom, he simply lived it. He worked with a quiet intensity, his mind fully present. Whether he was focused on the curve of an arch or the weight of a stone, his character wasn't a performance for others. It was a sincere engagement with the reality of the present moment. He lived without the frantic pressure of a desperate finish line, and without the delusion that he had endless time. Because of this, his days flowed with a sense of perfection. And his work, a true reflection of his steady soul, stood tall for generations. The story of Lucius brings Marcus Aurelius's wisdom to life. He achieved this perfection of character by defeating the three enemies of a well-lived day. First, frenzy, the habit of rushing through life in fear and haste. Second, laziness, procrastinating and avoiding our duties. And third, pretending, living a false life just to impress others. By treating each day, and every task within it, as if it were his last, Lucius was forced to dedicate his complete and genuine attention to the present. This simple shift in perspective allowed him to live a life that was both excellent and calm. If this story connected with you, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.